Hey guys, a long time since the last video, but I've basically got a bunch of books I've read and haven't bothered recording these for, but seeing as this is going to get recycled after, since the book's very old in terrible shape, I'm not keeping it. Figured best do it now, then it can go into that recycling bin tomorrow. Okay, so Violets Are Blue by James Patterson. So follow up to Roses Are Red. Roses Are Red, as I record this, actually the last video I uploaded on YouTube, since read the most recent one for, let's just be a few more days of the Alex Cross series. I thought I'd split them in. I've been rereading the first 12 books. This is book 7, so yeah, with the first 6, read the newest one, and then this, and then once these are all done, I'll be picking up this year's James Patterson book. Should be ready from the library by then, because much like books like this, I always go with library if we're not going to keep them. We'll read them again or not for, in the case of a book like this, perhaps 20 odd years. Yeah, I still can't remember what year I read this in, but 2003, I'm pretty sure, maybe 04, either way. That's 20 years, 19 years, a long time. So, on to it ends, yeah. The spoilers for the books up to this point. So, Roses Red ended with Carl Gregg as the mastermind. Yeah, they actually reveal who he is. The mastermind's the main villain, but you never expect at the end of the last book to actually say, Carl Craig is mastermind. He's in there, Alex, and yeah, no one sees it coming, which is great because then it makes you want to reread the book, look for clues that who he was, and yeah, it's a good decision. I've seen people criticize that online, but you shouldn't have revealed his identity because it kind of who it is now. Everyone thinks it doesn't. It lets you think of Carl Craig very differently, especially when you get Violets of Blue, you know who it is, and you got scenes of Alex getting a call, but Carl's in the same room, so he's obviously done something to get the call going at different times. But yeah, I like the reveal because it's just something you just don't get, and I don't think he ever does this again with another villain in any of these books. But yeah, it's just a great idea. And this book is basically Carl Craig as mastermind still taunting Alex, with the ending with their final showdown when Alex discovers who he is. But yeah, the main plot is these basically vampires killing people and draining their blood. And people have you got the usual role play fanatics who are just pretending to do stuff, and then you got the actual people who have had their teeth filed, and of course they're just mass murderers, and they just feed on people's blood after killing them. It's pretty gruesome stuff. Yeah, it's an okay book. It's a good enough story, but problem is the main stuff from the mastermind is the one you're waiting for. It'd be like if in Kiss the Girls, you've got Casanova appears at the beginning, you sort of see what he's up to. Then it will focus entirely on the gentleman caller, and then Casanova at the very end, you'd feel like the gentleman caller stuff, as good as it is, as he is him and Casanova allies, you just feel like, well, I don't care about I wanted the Casanova stuff. There's concern from this, the whole vampire stuff. It's good and all, but I just think overall it's not that great a plot. It's a bit bizarre. People drinking blood after killing them, but yeah, it's good. Sorry, but it's not the best. It's they're probably the weakest. The Sire, as the leader is called. Yeah, good, interesting characters enough, but overall it's just a pretty poor story compared to the best. Gary Sinise, and now of course the mastermind. There's references to everyone: Gary Sinise, Jeffrey Schaefer, Weedle, one of the great villains who got away with what he did, and then yeah, so it comes down to Carl Craig. His MO is basically ruining Alex's life by killing his loved ones, and that's effectively how he gets caught. So he goes after Alex's last love interest, and he just has a gut feeling he should go there, especially as his last one was murdered in pretty much identical circumstances, and then sees Carl Craig, works out who he is, and it's a great reveal. And yeah, he just goes on for a while. Carl Craig continues killing spree, taking another couple of Alex's family, although as you've never heard of these people, if not they're not main characters anyway, before that it doesn't quite have the same punch that you feel Alex gets when reading it. But if it was I don't know, John Sampson or someone, but now it's you feel like, okay, who are these guys? Just his family and friends. Yeah, but yeah, it basically ends with their final showdown, which is pretty sweet when it all comes out. And of course, it's just great because Greg, he's the typical bad guy at school and everything. Yet, says he didn't never tortured animals or anything. He just hated people more. And yeah, like all villains, he just goes to go away with desperation to get what he wants and gets caught. It's yeah, great reveal. And yeah, spoiler for later books. That's not the last you see of him. Let's just say that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Good story. 4 out of 5. 9 out of 10. 10 just pretty much because the vampires, the two brothers, the two like sort of main ones behind the Sire. Just not that interesting villains, and it doesn't help that Carl Craig, the mastermind plot, is like the main one, and yeah, that was like the main story in Roses Red, but it's like the resolution to it is in this, and that's what you're waiting for. You get bits of it thrown in here and there, and you just wait for that final chapter. Like after the point that the leader of the vampires is caught, there's like 50 odd pages left, so you're just waiting for that all to come out then. But yeah, it's a good book, quite short, just over 300 pages. Well, I know paperback is less than that. This is quite insane. Well, regular size paperbacks is like really tall. It's just like, yeah, hardbacks shape. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it. And the book next up is Four Blind Mice, which is another one that focuses a bit on John Sampson and it's particularly his military background. But yeah, that's next Jane Patterson book because I'm still following a general pattern. The next book is David Walliams' latest book, The Blunders. Got some library nearly 3 weeks ago tomorrow. I think I've got 4 weeks in a day, so yeah, got to get that returned by Saturday next week. Easy. And then yeah, just the usual thing, Star Wars. The next one of these, Four Blind Mice. The first two Narnia books. I haven't actually read the Narnia ones in a while. I would have that was planned after Harry Potter, but then this book came out, so yeah. And basically they're so short. I'm reading them in pairs: 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then 5, 6, 7 separately. Just because books 1, book 3 are probably the weakest two. And of course, Warhammer books. The next one I've got is quite a short one because after that it's a gigantic 600 page hardback, so it's going to take a while. But yeah, I've just finished the X-Wing Star Wars books. Now let's make this an update. This is a short vid. So on to basically the prequel era, going in timeline order. So I've got the Chiss Ascendancy Thrawn books, which got them Christmas Day last year. I said I start book 1 within a year. Can be done, but yeah, this is older, so Darth Maul, or Maul as he is at this point, thanks to the Clone Wars show, no doubt. Maul Lockdown, prequel to the events of Phantom Menace and his Shadow Hunter book. So no, I can't prequel that because it's after there. Okay, so prequel to Phantom Menace, but not that book. Yeah, so that's it then. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the vid, and I'll see you for the next one.